I gotta say that now the autumn is here in Portugal. For sure it is. And I love it. It's this kind of, you know, the autumn, it's more fresh, more crisp in the air. You can dress more comfortably compared to in the summer. It's just, if you're wearing, it doesn't matter what you wear actually, you're just getting wet all the time from sweating. So this is much more preferable. And I am a jacket person, so I love wearing jacket, as I'm doing now. So now I thought I'd go to read. I read now like almost every day after work. So going to that park where I'm reading, and I'll see you there. Just one thing before you go, you see those shoes? Probably you do. Yeah, it's so hilarious. I used to think that, or I still do to some degree, Dr. Martens are pretty badass boots. I guess it's good quality. I mean, probably it's not the same quality like a lot of big brands they used to be before, because now everything gets made in China and they're just selling on the brand. They don't sell the quality anymore. You don't get the same, you don't really get the quality for the amount of money that you pay for it like you used to do. However, what I wanted to bring up, where I used to think it's cool, it's badass boots. But today, it used to be, if for you who don't know, Dr. Martens used to be very, very connected to skinheads in England, the punk scene, and yeah, English patriots and Nazis, skinheads. They wore boots, Dr. Martens. And look now, all these stupid feminists and movements, socialists, or doesn't matter what you think about socialism. I just say that these feminists that are gonna say putting up the racist card to everything when you criticize something. And look who is wearing those boots now, it's them. They're so blind that they don't even know what they are wearing anymore, which is kind of hilarious. So for me that makes it feels like, no way, I don't want to wear that brand. I know history changed, and it's not only skinheads that wear those boots anymore. But come on, if you are this kind of feminist shouting and screaming up the racist card every time somebody is criticizing that is not aligned with your own personal ideology or views as a whole, and then you're walking around with those shoes, those boots, I think it's just such hypocritical. It's sarcastic. Young generation, they just buy everything they hear on the TV and the radio. And I am the young generation, not the youngest, but I am young. A little bookshop, only Portuguese. It's all Portuguese. Looks like they're packing up. Any English here? All coins. Probably the old currency. What was the name of it? I forgot. Lira? I forgot. All right, all right, all right. How are we doing here? I'm doing pretty good myself. just, as I said, going for a walk after work and reading. Sun is going down so much earlier nowadays, going down just right after 7 p.m. Oh damn, I listen so much to these days Jefferson Airplane. So good band. It's just that whole era is just so much attractive to me, the music wise, and the cars, the culture, a lot of shit also, a lot of bad stuff about that era as well. But yeah, I'm interested. The band has like the perfect blend of folk, rock, psychedelia, and blues. I just heard one song that was like a ballad, and it was so much. It sounded like Bob Dylan actually, but it was not, obviously. She's a great singer though. What else did I want to bring up here? Yeah, I'm really working on finding out a name, or because I believe I really would like to make kind of a talk show podcast talking about interesting things, topics, cultural, socio-cultural, political maybe, things to make you motivated, grow, and event situation that's happening, history, interesting historical events that happened, maybe give my comment on living here in Portugal, and give some about the current situation with Sweden, America, the election coming up. You have to choose, you guys over there. You gotta choose between two rotten apples, right? I'm not gonna go in depth about it, but if somebody put a gun against my head, that would be quite an easy choice for me. As much as you may dislike this man, still see what, being so short term in the office, but still being able to not prosecute, but go through with your statements that you said you were gonna do. That is worth something, I believe, that a president is actually doing those things that it said that they are going to do. That's so different from Sweden now. It's a mess over there. I mean, I don't know where to start even. It is crazy. It's insane. It's like a part of me just start to think that this is like a joke. Are they even serious about helping the everyday human being? No. Just gotta have their taxes. Imagine being such a high position in the politics, and you handle other people's money, and you live off other people's money, and you place the other people's money, but you don't see a benefit for yourself. I mean, if you are well off, I guess you don't really need a benefit. But if you are like an everyday worker, it's not easy, to be honest. I know you Americans, I don't remember how many percent of Americans, they don't have an emergency of paying, if something happens tomorrow, for example, and you need to pay up $400. There's not a lot of many people that can do that in America, which is insane. I can't even believe it myself when I heard it first time. I was so surprised. But imagine being that high paying politician in a position of power, and you live off other people's money, that tax deducted money that you have pulled in, worked hard up. Yeah, this is so sad. Imagine going up in the morning in Sweden, for example. You wake up early in the morning, you have to take your car to work, and after work, everything you earned, you have to pay tax, like a third of your income you have to pay in income tax. and then you need to go home, but first you need to stop by a grocery store and you need to refill your car with the fuel, and that is, I don't know how much tax it is, but it's extremely high tax on the petrol in Sweden. And then you have to go and maybe buy some groceries, maybe you need a pair of pants, you have to pay everything 25% tax in there as well. I mean, to be honest, how much did you get out in the end of that day? Everything that you paid was, I don't know, 70% tax. It's just, I feel it can work. It can work if everybody is doing their deed and if you get something for it. But as it looks right now, you don't get anything for it. I'm so happy what my parents have and what they gave me. It's amazing. Enough of that. Whereas what I'm thinking also today, there are so many things that I want to work with. I mean, I'm so interested. I'm really a multi-potentialist. I'm so interested in so many things. I'm a generalist. I cannot specify in only one thing. But I know that I have. Do you also have that? I think a lot of people have one little small dream within them, but they let their everyday work suck their soul out of them, and the small little dream just gets smaller and smaller, and it die away, and the people become bitter. I think that's maybe why there's so many homeless in this park. A lot of reasons to it, of course. But I think just maybe go for that little small dream, even if it means that you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot. But maybe it's gonna lead to you living a more interesting life rather than just this safe and becoming bitter. But you have the safety net. You know, you worked up your retirement and all these things. Yeah, I want to have a blend of it. You know, I already have a blend of it. I live it now. I do live it. But there is so much more to it that I want to make. My platform that I want to create. And all the works I want to make. Yeah. I know what has to be done, but right now it's just been a difficult time, like it is. Life is not easy. But I feel very hopeful and happy right now. Also, Sober October, for you who don't know. I didn't make a video for quite a while, so you probably have no idea. But yeah, I'm doing Sober October. Maybe it feels good after October, maybe I keep going. Why not? Because there are absolutely some changes with regards to my behavior that I need to change. And I'm happy that I acknowledge it. Compared to some other people, they don't acknowledge their faults, their lacks. And it just ruined them. Now I'm gonna read some. See you later.